Hi parents! I'm so excited that your child is taking BC Calculus and in my class this year. It says a whole lot about the character of your son or daughter that he or she has chosen such a rigorous course for senior year. I will most likely challenge my students in ways they have never been challenged before, but I will also be with them every step of the way and offer as much support as they need. My students are very successful on the AP Calculus exam, but not only will your child come away from my class with an excellent understanding of calculus, but he or she will become adept at using previous knowledge to reason through a new problem or situation, a skill that will be invaluable in college and the workforce. That being said, I also understand that my class is not the only challenging class they are taking, and most students are involved in lots of other activities. Calculus is important, but so is life. One purpose of this video is to model flipped curriculum for you. Your kids watch my instructional videos at night, and then the next day in class, they do what would have traditionally been homework problems. What this means for you is that you will no longer hear your kids complain that they can't do their math homework because they don't know how to do it. They work cooperatively in class, and I am also right there for extra assistance. Also, because you are watching this video about all the basic information about my class, we'll be able to do a fun and engaging activity together on Monday night at open house. I've taught at Pierce for 15 years and truly believe it is the best high school in the area. I feel so strongly about this that my husband and I bought a house in the attendance area about 5 years ago so that our kids will eventually come to Pierce. We have 2 little girls. Ellie is a second grader at Brentfield and Mia is 3. On a side note, whoever coined the phrase terrible twos obviously didn't have an older child that had hit 3 yet. We also have a yellow lab named Jessie. When I'm not being a math teacher / math geek, I enjoy cooking, reading, being crafty, and spending time with my girls and husband. I'm also a die-hard Longhorn fan, so if your kids are interested in going to A&M or worse, OU, please don't tell me about it yet. Let me learn to love them for who they are, and then they can break the news to me gently. And hopefully it won't mar my opinion of them. I teach in 3 different rooms during the school day, so on Monday during open house I will be in the following rooms. First period B207, third period B209, and fourth period B211. I hope to see you on Monday night. If you ever have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. I invite you to keep track of how your child is doing in class by checking his or her grades in our portal. I update grades at least once a week. I'm also available for extra help every morning starting at 8:20 and each day during advisory. If these times are not convenient, I will work with your student to find a better time. A lot of students have already taken advantage of this. If you sense your child is becoming frustrated, please encourage him or her to come get extra help. One of the best ways for students to prepare for the AP exam is to take the weekly after-party assignments seriously and to ask for help when needed. These assignments model the free response questions that the students will see on the AP exam in May. It also gives me an opportunity to continually review previous topics that we have learned. I pass out the after party each Friday, and it is due the next Friday. Students will have 5 after parties each 6 weeks. Each one is worth 20 points for a total of 100 points at the end of the 6 weeks. This will count as a test grade. I encourage the students to collaborate on after parties. I have spent a lot of time in class discussing the difference between collaboration and cheating. My definition of collaboration is working together so that at the end of the assignment, each person in the group fully understands what he or she has written on the paper and in turn would be able to explain it to somebody else. On the other hand, writing down the answer to a problem just because John says that is the answer is what I consider cheating. I am also more than happy to answer questions about the after parties outside of class. In fact, if students ask me to check their work and then we correct their mistakes together, I will give them 21 points on the after party. I believe that this immediate feedback and correction is invaluable. This must be done outside of class and by the end of the day each Thursday in order to earn the extra point. All students thus have the opportunity to earn a test grade of 105 every single 6 weeks. And just looking ahead, the AP exam is on Tuesday, May 5th. And as I said earlier, my students are extremely successful on the AP exam, so I encourage everybody to take the AP exam. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. This group of seniors is one of the friendliest and most polite groups that I've taught. Quite a few kids have made it a habit to thank me as they leave my classroom each day. I relayed this to a friend of mine, and her response was, "You're telling me that they actually thank you for torturing them with calculus for 45 minutes? I told her that this is a pretty darn cool group of kids. I'm a little bit of a math geek, but I will try really hard not to actually torture them. I want to leave you with one more thing about myself. My family loves to go skiing. My parents take us to Snowmass, Colorado every spring break, and they are the most wonderful family vacations. Ellie has been skiing for 5 years, and Mia skied for the first time last March. They both love it. I would love to hear what your favorite family vacation has been. I will have a prize on Monday night for the first person in each class that introduces yourself at my door and tells me where your most memorable family vacation has occurred. Good luck. Thanks, and I hope to see you on Monday night.